I am Ferdinand Marcos, and I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines. I stand today on behalf of 110 million Filipinos.
Hi everyone, hello universe, it's me again. Shoutout sa inyo mga kababayan. Mayroon tayong upload videos tungkol kay Secretary Garin. Naku mga bes alam po natin, ito wala pa siyang isang taon mga kababayan na bilang sekretary ng DOA. Pinalitan niya po si Secretary Lutela, ngayon ay naging sekretary siya ng DNR. Ngayon may issue sa kanya. Oh, 'di ba? So I think mga bes, si Secretary Garin, alam po natin, ang instruction sa kanya ng Pangulo, gagawin ang nararapat. Totoo po 'yan. So I think hindi naman siguro siya gagawa ng hakbang o desisyon na may paglabag sa batas. Para kumpleto detalyado mga kababayan, sabi po dito mga besa, criminal and administrative complaint were filed against Energy Secretary Sharon Garin before the office of the Ombudsman for her alleged violation of coal moratorium after she reportedly approved the 1,200 megawatts and coal-fired power plant project in Atinuman, Quezon in July this year. So sabi dito mga beswa, ayan who goes. Naka, Energy Secretary Garin faces graph other raps before Ombudsman. Nako. Nalalagay sa alanganin ng isa sa mga sekretary ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. Dahil po dito sa violation niya. Bakit dito sa sinasabing violation of the coal moratorium after she reportedly approved 1,200 megawatts coal-fired power project in Atinuman. Bakit? Anyari? Ayaw nyo na magkaroon ng ganyan? So I think hindi naman siguro gagawin yung proyekto na yan kung ipapahamak yung mga Pilipino dyan na nakatira. Diba? Sabi dito para kumpleto detalyado, basahin po natin, okay? So, ito mga besa, kahapon po ito, November 3, 2025. Today is November 4, 2025. Ayan sila po yung sampa ng kaso laban kay Secretary Garin. So, I think yung mga residente po yan. So, parang may pari, So, para kumpleto detalyado, basahin po natin, Manila, Philippines, criminal and administrative complaint were filed against Energy Secretary Sharon Garin before the office of the Ombudsman for her alleged violation of coal moratorium after she reportedly approved 1,200 megawatts coal-fired power plant project in Atinuman, Quezon in July this year. The 30-page complaint was lodged by various church leaders and residents from the province. Agoy. Along with the Philippines Movement, the Climate Justice, on Monday, accusing Garin of violating Section 3-E, and J of the Republic Act number 3019 or the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, and 4 purportedly committing grave misconduct, gross neglect of duty, and conduct prejudicial to the best interest of service. Agay. Ay, ganun pala yun. Tuloy. Sabi dito mga beswa, according to PMCJ and the other groups, Garin reportedly exempted that the 1,200 megawatts Atinuman on One Energy Incorporation coal-fired power plant project from the moratorium despite it's not meeting the requirement necessary for exemption. Talaga lang. Under the coal moratorium issued by the Department of Energy, DOE, in 2020, concerned stakeholders were notified that the agency would not process its application for greenfield coal-fired power generation facility project requesting for endorsement and existing and operational coal-fired power generation facilities, among others. Tuloy. Sabi dito, there is overwhelming position against the construction of the Atinuman coal plant. Ayun. So yan tuloy, mga beswa, it is not It is not just the church but the people of Atinoman and Quezon province. Besides, the economic and financial argument are currently against it, said Father Warren Puno, lead convener and Quezon for Environment Queen in a statement handed out to the media during the filing. Tuloy, no one is interested in investing in the construction of coal plants anymore, as the era has passed. Immediately past, DOE leadership has given up on it. DOE Secretary Garin has created a mess, and now she has to face the consequence, he added. For his part, PMCJ Chief Legal Counsel Aaron Pedroso stressed that even DOE's October 14 advisory expanding the exemption to the moratorium cannot be retroactively applied to justify the Timon coal plant project. In the face of ongoing protests and investigation into the flood control issue, Garin should be investigated for facilitated the endorsement and approval of projects possibly banned by the government, Aaron Pedrosa said. Aside from the moratorium, the lawyer noted that the project also violated the Department of Health, DOH, Department of Interior and Local Governments, the ILG Joint Administrative Order, number 2021-00001, also known as Guidelines for the Operationalization of the Health Impact Assessment Review Processes for Developing Project, as the project proponent has yet to send an application for Health Impact Clearance Certificate. Puno said, they were trying to talk Garin about the concerns plaguing the project and even staged a protest, but DOE chief did not respond to them. Garin, sabi dito, Camp on the other hand said they have yet to receive a copy of complaint. Palagayan nyo. So I think, sa tingin ko lang bago naman pinatayo yung proyekto na yan, so siyempre mga besa, may coordination yan, may permiso naman siguro ang lugar na yan or yung mga tao nakatira dyan. Ika nga, may permiso, alangan naman wala. Hindi naman po basta-basta na magpatayo ka ng project dyan kung walang permiso ang LGUs. O, 'di ba? Ano ang nangyari? O, hindi naman siguro, hindi naman ipapatayo yun kung ipapahamak naman ni Secretary Garin yung mga tao dyan. I don't think so. Naniwala ba kayo doon, guys? Yung tinatawag dito na sinasabi dito. O, 'di ba? Imposible naman, 'di ba? O, yung sabi dito, Secretary Garin, sabi dito, Energy Secretary Sharon Garin before the Ombudsman of the for her alleged violation of coal moratorium. Posible naman, alangan naman na walang hindi kompleto yung kagamitan if ever mag-overheat. Natural, mayroong pang palamig dyan, 'di ba? O, imposible naman magpapatay ka ng project na alam mo ikapapahamak ng mga tao dyan. Siyempre hindi, lalo't pa si PBBM, maingat po yan, 'di ba? So itong aligasyon ng mga taga dyan, I hope masagot ni Secretary Garin. Hindi po natin pwedeng husgahan si Secretary Garin kasi wala pa siyang sagot tungkol dito. Pero sa tingin ko, sa akin naman mga kababayan, I think Secretary Garin, hindi naman po basta-basta ginawa niyang project na yan kung walang kaukulang coordination sa LGUs or pag-uusap na ganito, ganun, patayo dito. O, patayo ka namin ng isang proyekto dito sa lugar ninyo. O, pag hindi pumayag naman ng LGUs, yung bayan ng Quezon, natural, hindi naman ipipilit ni Secretary na ipatayo. Hindi, siyempre, aatras yan. Pero, ang problema, kung naipatayo na yung project, mga kababayan, alangan naman gigabain mo pa. So, di ba, hindi. Natural. So, I think, sabi ko nga, bago naman kung yan po ay naipatayo na, or hindi pa, or I don't know, bago mo naman ipapatay yung isang proyekto, 'di ba? Kailangan mo pa makipag-usap sa isang LGUs. Importante 'yun, 'di ba, mga bes? Kausapin mo muna yung mayor, gobernador, congressman. 'di ba? Kailangan may cooperation yung dalawa. may coordination yung dalawa, mag-uusap kayo sa takdang panahon. O itong papatayo nating proyekto para makakatulong sa sambayanan ng Quezon. Kanya lang ayaw ng mga grupo, hindi natin alam bakit ayaw nila. So I think, sabi ko nga, hindi naman basta-basta ipatayo yan kung ikapapahamak po ng mga taga Quezon. Well, correct me guys, correct me if I'm wrong, no? Kung mali ako, kailangan na harapin ni Secretary Garin yan. Kung mayroon siyang kung nag-violate siya, no? Natural, managot siya. Alam niyo naman si Pangulong Marcos Jr., kahit sino po, kaya niyang tanggalin po yan. Pag mali ang ginagawa ng sekretary niya, may kapalpakan, natural, tatanggalin niya yan. Hindi naman tulad ni Digong, laging may pabor. Si PBBM, walang patawan po yan. Sa totoo lang, sabi po na nagko-comment dito. Sabi po dito, 1,200 megawatts of electricity, saan kayo kukuha ng supply kung wala ito? While initially, gumamit muna ng coal to support these power requirements. How can it be corrupt action in ensuring enough power supply? Alam nyo mga kababayan, hindi naman siguro sila BO para itatayo mo yung isang proyekto na alam mo palpak, may kakulangan. I don't think na gagawin nila yon. And of course guys, pag pinatayo mo yung isang bagay o isang proyekto, natural, yan, kumbaga naka-fix na yan. Itatayo ba nila yan kung ikakapahamak ng taga Quezon? Of course, hindi naman. 'Di ba? Or mayroon talagang malalim na problema. So, yun mga beso. Ayan, daming ditong, daming mga DDS dito. 'Di ba? Nagbumura pa. You see? Lahat yan. Mga DDS po yan. Basta pag, yung, mga sekretary ni Pangulong Marcos Jr., masasangkot lang sa simpleng lang, babanatan ng mga trolls ni Sara Duterte. Totoo yun. Ganyan sila katoksik. Tingnan nyo naman mga nila. 'Di ba? Kaya walang asenso ang Pilipinas kasi kontra lagi. 'Di ba? Sobrang kontra. Walang asenso ang Pilipinas kasi kontra. Pero lagi natin tandaan mga kababayan, hindi i-implement ang isang project o hindi ipagawa ang isang project kung ikapapahamak mo. 'Di ba? Dahil kung mangyari man 'yon, mapahamak yung mga tao, sigurado mananagot at makulong ka. At yan naman ay hindi nila gagawin. Siyempre si Secretary Garin naman, I hope na ma-explain niya na yung side. Kaya nga, hindi naman natin pwedeng husgahan si Secretary Garin. Magiging one-sided tayo dyan pag kinampihan natin yung iba. So, kailangan maging balance. Pakinggan yung both side para makita natin kung sino ang mas tama. Or bakit nag-violate si Secretary. Alam niya naman kung anong kahinatnan. Di ba? Si Secretary Garin, mga kababayan, ang alam ko to, hipag ni Congressman Garin, no? Kilala nyo naman siguro yun. Hipag ba? Well, anyway. Ano po ang kapalagayan nyo mga beso? Kayo na pong balang umusga. Pag may dagdag kayo, well, mag-comment kayo sa comment section natin. Thank you guys for watching. For sure, harapin na yung Secretary Garin. Malalaman naman natin yan pero pag nag-post ulit sila. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like, hit the button bell, follow me. Bye and babush. God bless Philippines.